Welcome to Order of Operations. Today we're going to talk about the order of operations. This is probably something that you've heard of before, but we're going to add a little bit of explanation on the front end, and then we'll go through some things you've probably already seen. A numerical expression. A numerical expression is numbers and operations. A numerical expression sort of looks like this, like 4 plus 7, or 17 divided by 6. Those are numerical expressions. They're numbers and symbols. So anytime you're trying to do something with them, with those symbols, that means that we're using an expression. Evaluate means to find the value of a numerical expression. So for example, 4 plus 7, and if we evaluate that, we get 11. To evaluate means to solve. Then we get to the order of operations. Well, with the order of operations, we're basically asking about, what order do we do things in? That's why it's called the order of operations. And so with the order of operations, we have different levels of priority. You've probably heard it something like this. PEMDAS. What I'm going to show you here is it looks like a step ladder because it tells you about the orders of priority. So let's look. In our first level, we are going to have the P and the E. And that's parentheses. And exponents. We're going to do those first. All right, so that forms our first level. On our second level, we're going to have the M and the D. And those are going to be multiplication and division. And you probably know what's coming next. Addition and subtraction. Whoops. Addition and subtraction, which of course subtraction starts with an S. Add, subtract. And this really looks like a stair step because they have the same level of priority. And because they have the same level of priority, what if you have only a problem with only multiplication and division? Well, we're going to do them in priority order, left to right. Okay, so if you have only addition and subtraction, you're going to do those left to right because they're on the same level. Let's look at an example of this. An example of this would be this problem here, which is 7 plus 16 divided by 4 times 2. Well, we notice immediately we have no parentheses or exponents, but we do have multiplication and division. Well, we have a multiplication and a division. Well, I know that they're on the same level, so I have to do them left to right. So I'm going to have 7 plus, and then I'm going to divide 16 by 4, which is going to be 4 times 2. And so I'll have 7 plus 8 equals 15. Notice what I did there. I did the first division problem first because multiplication and division are on the same level. I brought that answer down. Then I did the multiplication because it's on the same level. I'm doing them left to right. And then I did the addition and subtraction last. Let's look at the next example. 14 minus 6 divided by 2 plus 12. Well, I have addition and subtraction. I also have multiplication, so I need to do that first. So I'm going to bring down the 14 and subtract, and I'll do that 6 divided by 2 because that's order of operations, so that's going to be a 3 plus 12. I can do addition and subtraction once again on the same level, so they're going to go left to right. So 14 minus 3 would be 11 plus 12 would give me 23. See if you can do the next two. I'm going to pause right here. If you want to pause, go ahead and hit pause. Try these two in your notes, and then I'm going to explain them after the pause. All right, we are back. Hopefully you paused the video right there so you can try these two and you can check your answers now. Once again, we have addition and subtraction mixed in, and then they try to throw you off by putting a multiplication problem in the middle. But because you are down with it, the order of operations, you understand that you do that first. So I'm going to put that 14 in there, and then I'm going to do addition and subtraction left to right. So 20 minus 14 would be 6, plus 1 would give me 7. You can circle your answers if you would like. Notice, I'm showing my work here. That's how we would show our work for something like this. This next one, 2 times 13 minus 2 times 7. Again, multiplication and division comes first, so this is going to be 26, and this is going to be 14, so this will be 12 when I get done. So if you paused, you were able to see your answers and see if they were correct after that. Let's go down to example 2. Example 2. Hopefully, you can see this here. This is a division problem. It's going to have a fraction in it. But let's do this first one first. Order of operations. If you want to, you can write the order of operations out because it's all the way up on those notes. So you can write it out so you know what it is, so you can remember. And parentheses and exponents are going to come first, then multiplication, division, then addition, subtraction. In this case, even though we have this multiplication here, because these grouping symbols exist, the parentheses, see, grouping symbols and parentheses are the same thing because parentheses are a type of grouping symbol. We'll do the parentheses first. So this is going to be 20, and then times 8 is going to be 160. All right? Parentheses first. Now, there are no parentheses in this one, so you're going to immediately want to try to do 9 times 8 and 4 plus 8. I would encourage you to think about this in a specific way. If you have a division problem, it's like saying this, parentheses on top and bottom. And that's good, because with that, that allows us to simplify things before we have to do any complex calculations. So let's look. 9 times 8. 9 times 8 is going to be 72. And on the bottom we'll have 4 plus 8, which is 12. These parentheses are implied because it's all grouped together on the bottom. That's going to be like a grouping symbol. So 72 divided by 12 is going to be equal to 6, and that's our answer right there. I'm going to leave you hanging on this last one. I want you to try it. Notice, we have a division problem here, so you could probably look at it like this if you want to rewrite it. Okay? It's a stumper. See if you can try it. Remember, grouping symbols first. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.